Hello, my name is Debbie and I am Chuck Pretty Things, Pretty Things. I have two different names for my business and I love creating upscale home DIY. I am going to be creating a sign on this outside the box. Actually, it's a two-sided box frame that's retired, but there are many different surfaces that you can use. One that you can use is just a wall hanging, a wooden wall hanging, and it is on our buy one, get one surface sale. So if you go to our website and check out our surfaces, many are buy one, get one. So I recommend getting one that you love, but get it in duplicates so that you get the best possible discount. I love the larger ones, so that's what I ordered. Go ahead and check them out. For this design, you're looking for an 8.5 by 11, 9 by 12, something along that lines. But this one was one that was double-sided. It has been retired. As you can see, I did Easter on it a while ago, and now I'm going to use the back side, and I'm going to do Lady Liberty in honor of some of our patriotic holidays. And these are silkscreen transfers. They are reusable, they are sticky, and they're awesome. I'm going to use this in different pieces. So you can see that Lady Liberty with the words is one, but you could cut off the words if you wanted to, along with these fireworks. I'm just going to go ahead and run my scissors across the vinyl so that I'm cutting through the top layer only, I hope. Yep. And I'm hoping that I've got it cut all the way through. But you do want to save this backer that comes on this. So these are sticky, like I said. You're just going to go ahead and remove this from the backer. Keep your backer because you want to store it on there. And then the first thing you want to do is add some fuzz to this transfer. You can use a fuzzing towel or any kind of towel or cloth. You can use your jeans, you can use your shirt. The whole purpose of fuzzing is to add a little bit of lint to remove some of that stickiness so it doesn't stretch out your transfer when you remove it, and so it doesn't pick up paint underneath if it's freshly painted. So go ahead and fuzz it. So as you jump on, please give me a heart. Tell me where you're watching from. I'd love to know. And if you want the shopping link, the shopping cart, which you can change up, add, remove, just take a look. Comment the word Liberty, and then check your messages. And you should get that back and be ready to go. So I'm just going to go ahead and apply this right in the center. And I was kind of debating whether I wanted it to say Lady Liberty on the bottom with the stars or if I wanted to move it to the side. I think I'm going to leave it where it is. So you do want to smooth this down onto your surface flat. Make sure that you don't have any air bubbles. And then we're going to go ahead and paste. Dark background. So I'm going to do her in black. And I see that this is a little bit crooked. So I'm going to straighten that up. And I think that's the biggest challenge for me in doing any design work is getting it straight and even on my surface. Okay, this is going to be very simple. This is chalk in a paste form. And all you need to do is get a squeegee, get a little bit of this paste on your squeegee, and then you're just going to go ahead and smooth it over the silkscreen transfer and just paste it on, just like you're buttering toast. It's smooth. This is chalk in a paste form, so it will dry hard. It won't be able to be removed unless you want to with water and scraping it off, but this is not a surface that it will be removed of. This is a one and done surface, so don't count on removing it off of this. But we do offer some surfaces which can be reused. I'm going to put my excess paste back in my jar, okay? And then I'm going to go ahead and put the lid on my paste just to keep it from drying out. And watch this, guys. You want to take your transfer off while the paste is still wet. And I'm just going to kind of do it slowly so I can kind of look at it and see if I missed anything. Because if I did miss anything, I can lay this back down and correct my mistakes. This looks awesome. Look at that. Isn't that wonderful? Yeah, I'm glad I did it in the black. Okay, so I'm going to set this aside and let it dry. I want to show you real quick how you clean these transfers. This is the key to making these reusable. Now, these can be reused between 8 and 12 times, depending on how well you clean them and how well you store them. I sprayed that with just plain old tap water. I'm going to use a paper towel for the first pass over it. Because this is black, it might stain my transfer, and that's okay. But we do want to work on getting all that paste out of the silkscreen, because next time we use it, we want it to be free and open to receive the paste and let it go through to the surface for the next time we use this. Next, I'm going to go ahead and spray it one more time. I'm going to spray it a couple more times, but this is the top side. And I've got what's called a board eraser. I did put this in your shopping cart. I feel like these are real important to have. It's like a magic eraser sponge, except it doesn't have any chemicals, so it won't harm your transfers. I'm just going to go, I had this sitting in water. Go ahead and rinse it out, squeeze it out, and run it over the top of your transfer. You can see it picks up a lot of that paste. Now, I'm going to go ahead and get another paper towel, just because when I put this through and cleaned it, you can see that it left some dirty water underneath. And I'm going to flip this over and clean the back side. The back side is where this magical sticky is, so you want to take good care of it. You want to go a little bit easier on it. So I'm just going to run my board eraser over it lightly. And this side isn't as dirty, guys. You didn't apply the paste to this side. It just went through the silk screen. So I'm just going to kind of go a couple different ways. I'm going to dry this side with a paper towel. Flip it over. Dry the top side again with a paper towel. And I'm going to put it right back on my backer. This is what will protect the stickiness, the adhesive, so that it's good. It's not picking up dirt and dust from your air, from your craft room. And I'm just going to smooth it on so that it's solid again. See how I did that? Now you can see that it did stain my transfer a little bit around the teal part, but the white part is clean. That silk screen is clean, so it's good to go for the next time we want to use it. Okay, let's decorate it with some fireworks. I'm going to go ahead and hit this with my heat tool. This isn't very hot. It's just kind of warm air, and it aids in the drying process. The reason I want to dry it, I do see I missed a little bit on my L and the bottoms, is so it doesn't disturb it. So you see how I missed the L, the very bottom, and the T? I can repair that, and I will repair it. So I'm just going to dry that up. And it looks like it's almost dry, and I'm not going to be touching that anyway, so it's okay. I'm going to go ahead and score my fireworks. And let's just apply the one with a star. There's 3 different kinds. This one has a star in the center, this one's empty, and this one has some stars sprinkled throughout. I'm going to get this bottom one, and I'm going to put it up here in the corner. But I'm not going to make it fit perfectly. I'm going to kind of let it look like it's bursting in the air off the side of our screen. So I'm going to use my Cadet for this one. Cadet is a real pretty blue. I get a squeegee. Whoops, this one's too small. So this is our mini squeegee. And I'll show you the size difference. This other one I used was our small squeegee. So you can see the size difference. They both work the same. Get a little bit of the blue, the Cadet, and I'm just going to go over this design, trying to get as close to the corners as I can so that it looks like it's just out of sight from our design, from our board. Smooth it on. Get more if you need it, but really you don't need a lot of paste. It's just kind of moving the paste from one location to the other. So now that I have that on there, I'm going to go ahead and peel it down. How does it look? I like it a lot. I'm going to set that aside. I'm going to spray it with water just to begin the spraying process. And I'm going to do another one on the other side. And I'm going to do that in the red. So this one I'm going to do the full thing. And I'm going to do it in our candy apple. We have several kinds of reds. We have candy apple. We have an older one called Scarlet. We have one called candy apple, something else. That escapes my mind at the moment. But use whichever red you like. This one's almost empty. So I'm just going to go ahead and do the same thing. I'm just going to go ahead and paste it over. We'll see how this looks. Sometimes I like to go more and keep redoing things when I really should stop, because you can layer these fireworks on each other and do different colors. Oh, I like it like that. I'm gonna go ahead and hit that with some water too. And I think I'll try doing one in, this is disco. This is bubbly. So one's more silver. I think I'm gonna do the disco, which is more silvery. Go ahead and get this one off and fuzz it. I don't remember if I fuzz the others, but you should. And this one can go kind of behind Lady Liberty. And let's see how it looks. So sometimes you don't want to go over what you've already chalked because you want it to look like one's in front of the other. But let's just see how this is going to work. So I'm not going to chalk over her crown because I want to see that. But you know, I think I'll just chalk the whole thing right over the blue one as well. So we'll act like the silver one is in front. Let's see. Okay, let's take it off and see what it looks like. Okay, peel it down. Wow, can you guys see the colors in that? Pretty cool. I think I want to do one more silver one down here. Yeah, I guess I'll do this one. I was debating whether to make it smaller or not. And I'm just going to go ahead and paste it right on. I was looking for a smaller sized firework, but these are all pretty much the same size. Let's do the reveal. Let's just peel it off. This is always the best part, guys, is the reveal. I like it. I feel like I could do one more red over here. So I'm going to spray this. And that's what I mean by I tend to overdo it sometimes. It's like, well, if 2 is good, 3 is better. So I'm going to do the red. So I'm going to go ahead and clean this one up, the red one. And you don't always have to clean in between using them, but I am going to on this one. Just to make sure I'm not making any messes or getting any paste where I don't want it. I'm just going to go ahead and do that. Dry it up. Okay, so now it's ready to use again. I just wiped it clean. And I try to avoid her little arm carrying things. Just chalk it in front of everything else. And this will probably finish off my candy apple paste. So you can create that illusion of layers and things being behind other things by positioning your paste and maybe not pasting over what's already chalked, because we want her to be forefront. She is going to be in front. Okay, let's see how this looks. Another thing I could do is just kind of, I could have just kind of left this on here and twisted a little bit and done another one within that, but I think I'm going to leave it at this. So I think I'm going to leave my whole design as this. This is a simple symbol of our freedoms that we take for granted, that we enjoy. And I like how it's going to sparkle. That disco is going to sparkle. It's got a little bit of color, but Lady Liberty stands out front. So if you like this, please give it a heart. Comment the word Liberty, L-I-B-E-R-T-Y, for the shopping cart, and know that this frame is not in there, but there is another one in there. But you can also use the, there's an outside the box frame that might be in stock. You could use it as well. So that's our craft for tonight. I hope you loved it. Please share it with somebody that loves crafting as much as you do. And I'll see you guys again soon. Thank you for watching. Bye.